Hi everyone, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada, and I sell all of the fabulous Stampin' Up products that I share with you. Please say hello when you come on. Let me know where you're coming from. It is Friday, May 1st. Yay! I'm just looking at my calendar and I haven't ripped off it still says April. So let's just take a moment here. There we go. May, yay, I am happy you are here. So if you would do me a huge favor and please share my video. Sharing is caring, and it's how I reach more crafty friends. So today we are going to be doing some cards with the COVID-19 product Giveback that I'm going to flip the camera around. So we are going to be making three cards with that. I am just going to bring you up on my iPad here. Oops, I've got it. And I'm going to share you to my Stampers group. Okay. There, that is done. So yes, so I am going to flip you around and show you a bit more of the PDF that you can purchase. You don't purchase through me. Hi, Jeannie. You purchase it straight from Stampin' Up. Hello, Sharon. You purchase it through Stampin' Up, and 100% of the proceeds get donated to charity. Now, I do have to just very quickly say, everybody has an opinion. Please, this is not the place for negativity. My page is all about creativity and positivity. I want to uplift people and bring some brightness to their day. So please, if you have any negative thoughts about the charities that that Stampin' Up has chosen, please keep your negative thoughts to yourself. This is not the place for it. So it is Friday. I have told myself constantly today that it's Friday. I was sure yesterday was Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. We had takeout yesterday, and I picked something from a menu that I wanted, but it was Friday special, and it was only Thursday. And then we ended up getting Hometown Pizzeria. It was very busy. It took us over an hour to get our food because it was very busy. They delivered, and Brad said, that was very good, but next time let's not order on a Friday. It's too busy. See, even Brad thought yesterday was Friday, and it was Thursday. So, hi, Chrissy. How are you? Hi, Mary. So I am going to flip you around. I'm not seeing any comments. Oh, there we go. I've got a few comments coming up now on my iPad. So, and my camera is way high. I don't know what's going on. So I didn't, today it's just one of those days. So just bear with me. So we are going to flip you around. Hi, Wendy, how are you? So I'm going to flip you around, and you'll notice there's a pillow in my window. The sun is shining directly in my eyes right now. So I had to stuff the window with a pillow. So hold on. There's my pillow in the window. So we're just going to loosen you and you, and let's just bring you down here. I actually got out for a really fast, lovely walk before I got set up and started here. So that's probably why I'm not quite in the right orientation for my setup. Okay, give me just one moment. All right, so, all right, I think, are we good? And my lighting looks a little off. Let me just bring my lights down a bit. All right, so hopefully Hopefully we are good. So the PDF is $12 US funds, and you get, how many sheets do you get? You get 15 sheets, mostly sentiments, but they are awesome. And then you've got that PDF forever to use. So I think it is fabulous. So yes, so we are going to create 3 cards tonight, and I want you to use up your designer series paper. We all have so much designer series paper. We're all hoarders, come on, admit it. That's part of being a crafter. You buy all the pretty things to look at, and then you're afraid to use it. So I want you to cut into that paper. Now this is my favorite card. Have another quarantini. And then it's like a normal martini, but you drink it at home alone. I think that is awesome. Hi Mackenzie, how are you? So that's the one card, and then our next card is very simple, showing again. So this paper here is the Parisian Blossoms designer series paper. This is the Bird Ballad, and as you can see, you just need a little piece of designer series paper to really make it pop. There's not a lot going on with this card. It's very simple but very pretty. And then this one here, I chose this. This is the, what is this paper called? I can never remember. From My Heart Specialty Designer Series paper. So this paper is from the Valentine's suite, and it's got some foiling in it. And when I thought about this sentiment, I thought this was, the hearts was perfect to go with that sentiment. I'd totally share my toilet paper with you. And then it's a fun fold that you're going to lift up, and here is where you're going to put your little sentiment. But isn't that so cute? So let's get started. So what you do, I printed out extras because I had already cut into the black and white. And then the way I'm going to store mine, because although I'm not doing it right at the moment, I have my scrapbooking, my page protectors. I'm just going to slip all of these inside a page protector, and that way I know exactly where they are on my shelf, and they're staying protected. So I'm just going to move that off to the side. So you can use your paper trimmer or your scissors. I'm just using my scissors because this here, and I'm cutting close here because all right, some Marshall hair there, and we can cut fairly close to this. And then I'm going to bring in my my little baby trimmer here, and let's just actually first, I don't want to trim it too small. I am using the rectangle stitched, rectangle stitched, what are you called? Rectangle stitched dies. They are perfect for die cutting these different sentiments. So as you can see, I've got 3 different sizes. So actually, let's first die cut out this sentiment here. All right, making sure that I've got it nice and straight. Okay. And once I get this die cut out, I can easily then cut down the other one, not worry that I have messed up this one here. So this is my, oh, I ripped that a little bit. Let's just snip that off. Okay. Okay, so put that aside. So now I can cut this down, and you can cut this as small or as big, doesn't matter. Let's do this side first. I want this to be a little smaller. I don't want it to be a huge sentiment on my card front. So I'm using my lines here to line that up and get some nice straight edges. So how is everybody's week gone? Are you happy it's Saturday? I did something for the first time today I've never done. I ordered my perennials online. I have never ordered plants. Well, I can't say never. Years ago, I ordered my Japanese tree peony that I have out front. I ordered them online, but that's because garden centers around here did not carry them. But my normal perennials, I have never ordered them online. And right now, with not being able to go to a garden center, and I had cleaned out my back bed. I had some perennials that were not looking the greatest. They were getting kind of sparse. They needed to be cleaned up a bit. So I pulled them out, divided some others up, and gave some of the cuttings to my sister to bring to her son's house, and then to my friend Lynn. I gave her some. So I have some empty spots for brand new perennials. So I ordered. You shared. Thank you, Mary. Vanessa is watching too. Hello, Vanessa. Thank you for watching. Yeah, so I ordered from a greenhouse I like to go to in Park Hill called Mass Frank's. I love going there. So it's going to be kind of weird to just go to their parking lot. You order what you want online, and then they call you when it's ready, and you go and parking lot pickup. So a little different than previous years for sure. Okay, so I've colored my olives. They are in light granny apple green and dark real red. Oh, and I forgot my little skewer there. I'm imagining this is going to be metal, so I'm putting a little bit of gray granite, and then I want it to sparkle because it's fancy. So I'm coming in with my Wink of Stella, and then my glass, my martini glass, because I don't drink martini, so I really don't know what all kind of colors they are. Do they come different colored? I don't know. I'm a wine girl. I drink white wine. So I don't really know what a martini, are they different colors, or are they all just clear? So I'm just giving it with my light pool party, just that little bit of highlighted color. And this will be the most work, really, that you have to do. We've gone over all of the lines to give it that little bit of definition. So now for fussy cutting, you're just going to cut the excess. Makes it easier. And that's garbage. Yay, Vanessa, you figured it out. It's not that hard at all. Okay, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to leave just that little halo around my glass, like I like to do. Some people like to cut right up to the line, but I like to leave that little bit of halo. I'm not taking my scissors away. I am moving my paper. That gives you a smoother line. Coming down, and I'm turning my cardstock to go around the base of my martini glass. So can you believe that next Sunday is Mother's Day? At supper tonight, I told Brad, next Sunday is Mother's Day. You know what I would like? I want to go golfing and I want to go out to supper. Sadly, that's not going to happen. I hear that they are going to be opening up golf courses soon. I know my boys are going stir crazy without being able to golf. But usually that's Mother's Day and my birthday. May is my birthday month, and usually we will do, if we're not at the cottage, we go, if it's a nice day. I'm a fair weather golfer. I don't like to be cold and I don't like to be wet. So we would, if it was supposed to be nice, we're golfing, and then we are dinner and a movie. That's my perfect birthday. All right, so let's get rid of that big hunk there. And then come back in so that we've got nice smooth lines. And if you're not a fussy cutter, you can use your die, an oval shape or circle, whatever you want to die cut this out. But as you know, if you've been following me for a while, I enjoy fussy cutting. I love to color, I love to fussy cut. So, although in a previous life I was a hairdresser, I still have my license. So yes, so there we have it. And see, that did not take that long at all. And there is our lovely cut out martini glass. So let's find in my stack of die cuts here all of my stuff. So you'll notice the oval here, how I've embossed that. Hello, Anne Marie. Hi, Monica. Hey, Nick. Thanks for joining me, everybody. You'll notice how I've put the oval in the embossing folder, the subtle, because if I hold this up, I think that just giving it that little bit of embossing really takes it to the next level. Yes, this looks nice, but look at the difference. It takes your project, I think, to the next level by adding that little bit of subtle embossing. So we're going to do that really quickly. Let's get this out of the way. So my subtle embossing folder, and I'm turning it on the side because, to me, the way the lines are, because my martini glass, there's liquid in it, so my brain tells me that you should have your lines going horizontally, not vertically, so that it matches your drink. That's just the way my brain works. So let's just run that through. that just adds that little bit more to that, I think. All right, so let's find my glue here and get assembling. All right. And this is, my oval is from my Stitched Shapes. It is the largest oval from them. Flip that over. All of the measurements for you to recreate these cards are on my blog. And did I cut a piece of Whisper White? I might not have cut for my card insert. I'm not seeing in my pile. Where did I put the Wink of Stella? Right here on that skewer. It's very hard to see, but I've put just there so that the tip of the, I'm imagining that that tip is sparkling, is what I think. It's very, very subtle. It's very small amount, but it just adds that extra little something to me. So that's where I put it. There's very few cards that I don't put my Wink of Stella on. I love it. Let's move this out of the way. All right. So these colors are, my base is Pool Party. This, the gray is Basic Gray. And let's just get that on top here. And then this is glued down flat on the front here as well. Over to the side just slightly. Am I in the picture? Better scooch myself up here a bit and lift that up, make sure I'm straight. And then I need some dimensionals. So, and because this is so teeny tiny here, I am just going to cut I'll cut in this way here. I'm just going to cut the sliver off there to put on the stem of my martini glass. And then a couple, we don't like to sag, so the baby dimensionals are nice and small. And I'm not going to worry about that stem there. Although, can I get a minuscule little teeny tiny piece without it going flying? Now this is totally being super duper persnickety, and you totally don't have to do this. It's stuck to my fingernail. All right, where is the sticky? There it is. Okay. It's all about the little details, right? And the last one here. Okay, and we're going to put you up about there. All right. We've got some, this is retiring as well, the Petal Pink metallic edged ribbon. It is so pretty, and I am so sad that it is retiring. Thank you, Jeannie. What color did I use for the olives? Light granny apple green and dark real red for the pimentos. So I'm just tying a little knot in my little bit of my ribbon, and I need a glue dot. So I'm going to put my ribbon right here at the bottom. And put my little knot. I thought a bow was too much, but a knot would just what it called for, just that little bit. And then we are using the champagne rhinestones. Pull out my rhinestone pack here. And actually, hello Karen, how are you? Hi Nancy, how are you? All right, so now I need to put some glue. As I've told you guys before, I always like to put a dot of glue down before I put my embellishments, because I don't want my embellishments to go anywhere. I want them to stay on my card. All right, and there, and then my quarantini sentiment. I need and some glue. So I've just got the part of a dimensional at the one side. Whoops. And that's why I use my silicone craft sheet, because it has landed on that and it's not going to stick anything to that my cardstock bottom there. Okay, now I have to very quickly cut. I was sure I had a piece of cardstock cut, but I don't. So let me cut some Whisper White for the inside. 4 by 5 1/4. This is what happens when it's a live video. You can't stop it and redo anything. It is what it is, and that is okay. All right, so we've got our cardstock there. Now somewhere in here I should have my basic gray layer to go underneath, and I don't see it. So, is this long enough? And this is why I keep all of my offcuts, so that any little scraps, they can come in handy. I'm trying to piece together this piece of there that I accidentally ripped. See, look at that. I just took a little dot of glue and put that corner back together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on the back of that. and glue that on, making sure it's straight. And then bring my trimmer back in. And after I'm all done, that's when I'm going to find my missing supplies, because that's just the way it goes, isn't it? So I'm just, no, it needs to be just a hair. Okay, I love my baby trimmer. I use it all the time. Okay, so there's my die cut flower. So this flower is from the Cherry Blossom dies, from the same suite of products that the Designer Series paper is from. And I thought, since it kind of matched, it matches that, and I want my inside to be as pretty as my outside. And then I'm also going to take, because we've got some basic gray and black in there, so I'm taking my light basic black and I am going to color one of my rhinestones here, just to darken it up. And that is going to be the center of my flower. And I think it's so cool looking the way, because I didn't go heavy on it. You can still see a bit of that champagne through, but it's darkened that up so that it kind of looks like that. But we need more. We need to bring in the Wink of Stella, and these embossed lines, we are going to bring some sparkle in there. Because, like I said, it's all about the details, and all these little things just bring your card just that step up, I think. And I am sure the recipient is going to love it. So then we're just going to put a little bit of liquid glue there, and right in the middle. And there is card done. So this is what we just did together, and this is my original. They look pretty darn similar. You just froze? Oh, I am blurry. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Connor's upstairs gaming. I don't know what Danielle is doing. Oh, there we go. We're nice and clear. Oh, and we're out again. I am sorry. And if I yelled, that would hurt your ears. So, bear with me too. It's Friday night, and I am sure a lot of people are on the internet. So let's do this card next. So that one, pull this out of the way. Now, where are my scissors in this mess? So everything will be okay. We just can't see what okay looks like from here. So I'm just going to cut right here, because I'm going to be die cutting this out. So where's my die? I can go, I want to just make sure that I'm over far enough. And right there. All right, so I'm done with that. So let's move you out of the way. And since our embossing folder is here, oh, I've already embossed this card front. I don't need to do that. So this is embossed again with the subtle embossing folder. My favorite embossing folder. I would be pretty sad if they retired this one, because it is seriously my most used embossing folder. I use it almost daily because, yes, I do stamp daily. I love coming down to my craft room and creating, just playing. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way for the moment, and we're going to bring in the coordinating die here, and as you can see, it's perfect for that sentiment. So let's move my embossing one out of the way and put my die cutting one on. I could have done this ahead of time, but I did not want to. I wanted to show you how easy it is to die cut your sentiments. If you weren't quite sure, just take a look at your different punches and dies to decide what one. Although Stampin' Up! Has given you your first page is what they recommend would fit, but you don't have to. That's just a recommendation. You can take a look and see what you've got in your stash. If you don't have exactly what they have, you can just use what you've got. So just take a look in your supplies and see what you have that would fit that sentiment or image. So we're just putting some glue there. Making sure it's straight on that card front. Bringing in our beautiful designer series paper. And you could do any kind of shape on this one. It's up to you. I took a look. I pulled out my different dies and looked and thought, okay, does it look good with this? Does it look good with that? And that's how I made my choice as to what to put on. And I want it to be a serene, peaceful type of card to match that sentiment, making sure that it's nice and straight. And then again, we are going to go with our liquid glue. And again, my champagne rhinestones, which are, I believe they are on back order right now, but they are in the annual catalog, so not to worry. You will be able to get these. I'm glad they're staying. They are quite pretty. I love my rhinestones, my bling. And look at that. That card is done. How simple was that? Technique with the inside flower, Vanessa. Yeah, it doesn't take much just to add that little bit of wow to the inside of your card. So this one here, we are not putting any bling on it. I think this is enough. So this one here, I totally share my toilet paper with you. So, and we don't need any of those either. So this one here, you could, if you wanted, you could put your sentiment on the back. You could put a piece of cardstock, but I wanted to try this fun fold. So what I did, and I don't have my piece of black. It has gone MIA. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so sorry. I don't know where I put it. So let's grab one more sheet of cardstock. And I know that it is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. I bet I cleaned it up when I was cleaning up my desk, and I put it somewhere that, like I said, I would find afterwards. So there we go. That layer's there, and that layer's there. So before you glue anything down, I want you to, I don't know if you can see, can you tell that my black flap piece is underneath my Designer Series paper, but on top of the basic black? So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to take this, here is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So this one, hi Lorraine, thanks for joining us tonight. This one here goes straight down on top for this fun fold. All right, so now this one here, it is going to get, it's scored at the 1/2 inch. Like I said, the measurements are all going to be on my blog. So you can pop on there afterwards to get the measurements. So if you're wanting to recreate any of these. All right, so we're going to give it a really good burnish to make sure that it's nice and flat glued down, and then it's going to get glued. The back of this pattern, isn't that fun? So the back of this is the foiled, so it's going to get glued to the back so that it opens up like that. So we are going to take, once you get it a good solid crease in that, you are going to put some liquid adhesive on that, or tear and tape, and you're going to put it right in the middle of your card, your Designer Series paper. And if you are so inclined, I can tell that I'm off just slightly. You could even, if you're that persnickety, you could take your ruler, and that is 3/4, and that is 3/4. I eyeballed that pretty good. So you want to then take your, I like to take my bone folder and really push that on so that the glue really gets in there. So I want to set this aside for just a moment because I want it to have time for that glue to activate. So I've got my next stitched rectangle, so I can see that I'm going to be doing this here. So I know that I can cut right about there. And you can fussy cut this out if you want, but I thought fussy cutting the martini glass was enough fussy cutting for you guys for the night. So then we just put this on, and then you're going to measure to make sure that you are equal distance on either end. So that when you're putting it on, that you can take a look and make sure that you are nice and even. Just eyeballing it. Crank that through. our die cut piece. So we can now layer that, is going on top of this real red. Glue it on so that it's not upside down. Okay, so now we are going to glue this. We're going to glue this part here to our base. Tomorrow I'm doing a Zoom crafting with my team, and I'm going to be playing more with these sentiments. I want to put a smidge more glue on this top piece here because I don't want it to give way when it's being manipulated open and closed. So there. Giving that a moment, pressing down. Now, our sentiment here. And we're lining it up at the bottom. So that we've got this bit here. And so what we're going to do with that is, this is the double stitched satin ribbon, real red. This is from the January to June mini. This is carrying over, which is nice because it is a very pretty red ribbon. So we are just going to slide that under. I thought it needed just something. I didn't want to put bling. I had to fight the urge of putting bling on all 3 cards. So we're just going to tie a knot here, just like that. And I'm putting in my snips and snip either end. And then your little piece for your sentiment, all you have to do is open this up, take a look, put it down so that, and I'm just eyeballing again. Tonight, that's my favorite phrase, eyeball it. So I'm just making sure that when I glue it down, it's not going to be poking out anywhere. So I just know that. Get rid of that cat hair. My recipient does not want some cat hair, I am sure. So you can, just to make sure that you're getting your placement, you can flip that down so that you can see that it is not going to show anywhere through there. And lift that up, and yes, we are straight. And there we have it. Look at that. Less than an hour, and we have done 3 cards. What do you guys think? Do you have a favorite? All right. So I hope that you've been creating along, or I have given you some inspiration to do some creating. You're drinking still drinking your martini. Well, that's perfect. I mean, Friday night at crafting with a bevy, that is absolutely perfect. Thank you, Anne Marie. So I want to show you, I have some Happy Mail. I love Happy Mail, so I want to show you the Happy Mail that I've just received within the past week. Your favorite is the martini glass, Sharon? Oh, I think you'd have to go a long way to get one from Vanessa there, Mary. So this is a beautiful thank you card from Lynn. She's my friend that I gave the extra cuttings for my plants. Look at that. Can you see that sparkle? Oh no, it says my phone has low battery. Let's see if I can't plug it in before it dies on me. Hold on here. There. Okay, so this was from my friend Lynn, thanking me for the plants. This is from my friend Sue, and this is for my my sales milestone. She sent me a congratulations card. So pretty. I like that the sequins match. Very pretty card. Thank you, Sue. This one is from my friend Sharon, who is watching. It is a beautiful card. This is this set here is carrying over. It's just a thank you card. It's beautiful, and it's got that lovely Wink of Stella that I love. And this arrived in the mail today from my friend Tamara, and she has actually fussy cut the flowers from this designer series paper. Now this, the Eiffel Tower set, I didn't get that set, and this, I'm looking at it going, wow, this is beautiful. This set did not carry over, so you can get this set now from the retiring list if this is something that is up your alley. But yes, it is beautiful. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me this evening. You love that one, do you, Sharon? Yeah, it is a gorgeous card. Very, very pretty. And this, the fine detail in that. In the catalog, it just didn't do anything for me, so I never got it. So, but looking at that, I'm like, wow, that is very pretty. So it is 7:53. I've been on almost an entire hour. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's crafting. I will be back on Monday morning at 10 a.m. for Mojo Monday to kickstart your week with a little bit of crafting inspiration. So hopefully my internet will be better then. Remember, if you're shopping my online store, if your order is under 200, please use the May host code. I really would appreciate that. I have a card class in the mail coming up soon. You are welcome, Vanessa. I'm glad you had fun. I have a card class coming up in the mail. I will have the details out next week. It is with the ornate, one of the new ornate, I can't even think of it. It's been a long week for me. My brain is just not working. Ornate, which one is it? And I can't find my printout either. Oh, here it is. The Ornate Thanks is the bundle that I'm making the cards with. This one here. So yes, so that is coming up. I will have that in the mail or posted next week. So yes, be looking for that. So again, thank you so much for stopping by tonight and crafting with me. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. If you are watching the replay on YouTube, please click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you do not miss any future videos that I put out there. And If you aren't a follower on my Facebook page, please click following so that you get notified when I am going live again. So have a great weekend, everybody. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend here in Strathroy, and I'm hoping that they call me tomorrow to come and pick up my perennials and I get to dig in the dirt this weekend. So thanks again and have a fabulous Friday evening. Bye for now.